Hi, Sophia. I really need your help. I have so many goals in my life, but I never seem to finish any of them. I don't know how to manage my time better.
Hello, Alex. I completely understand your problem. Many people struggle with exactly the same issue. Let me help you learn about time management and how it connects to achieving your goals.
That sounds wonderful. But first, can you explain why time management is so important for achieving goals? I don't really understand the connection.
Think of time management like building a bridge. Your goals are on one side of a river and you are standing on the other side. Time management is the strong bridge that helps you cross over and reach your goals safely.
I see what you mean. So without good time management, my goals will always stay far away from me, like they're on the other side of the river.
Exactly right. You can have the most amazing goals in the world, but without managing your time well, they will remain just dreams that never become reality.
What are the biggest mistakes that most people make when it comes to time management? I want to avoid these problems.
The biggest problems are procrastination, taking on too many different tasks at once, and not knowing what tasks are most important. People also think that being busy all the time means they are being productive, but that's not true.
Oh no, I definitely do that. I'm always busy running around, but I don't actually finish the important things. How can I fix this bad habit?
Don't worry, Alex. This is a very common problem, and it can be fixed with the right approach. The key is learning to work smarter, not just harder. First, let's talk about setting good, clear goals. Have you ever heard of something called SMART goals? This is a very useful framework.
No, I haven't heard of that before. What does SMART mean exactly?
SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Every good goal should have all 5 of these important characteristics.
That sounds helpful, but can you give me a real example so I can understand it better?
Of course. Instead of saying, I want to get fit someday, you should say, I want to run 5 kilometers in under 30 minutes by December 31st of this year. This goal is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant to health, and has a clear deadline.
Wow, that's so much clearer and more actionable. But what about really big goals that take a very long time to achieve?
Great question. You should break those big goals into much smaller, manageable pieces. If you want to write a complete book, start with a goal like write 1 page every single day. Small, consistent steps always lead to big achievements over time.
That makes sense. So I should have both big long-term goals and smaller daily goals that work together?
Yes, absolutely. Your daily goals should always help you move closer to your big goals. They should work together perfectly, like pieces of a puzzle that create a beautiful picture when completed.
How can I figure out where all my time actually goes right now? I feel like time just disappears somehow.
You need to do what we call a time audit. For 1 complete week, write down everything you do and exactly how long each activity takes. Check and record this information every single hour.
That sounds like it will be a lot of work to track everything.
Yes, it does require some effort, but it's extremely important and valuable. You might be very surprised to discover where your time really goes. Many people spend 3 or 4 hours on social media every day without even realizing it.
After I know exactly where my time goes, what should be my next step?
Then you need to learn about something called the priority matrix, also known as the Eisenhower matrix. It divides all tasks into 4 different categories: important and urgent, important but not urgent, not important but urgent, and not important and not urgent.
Which of these 4 categories should I focus on the most?
You should focus most on important but not urgent tasks. These include things like regular exercise, learning new skills, planning for the future, and building relationships. They help you reach your goals, but they don't feel urgent or pressing in the moment.
Why are those tasks so important if they're not urgent?
Because these tasks prevent problems before they happen and help you grow as a person. When you ignore them, small problems become big emergencies later.
Now I understand the theory, but how do I actually put time management into practice in my daily life?
One of the best techniques is called time blocking. Look at your calendar and assign each of your goals a specific time slot during your day. Treat these time blocks like very important meetings that you cannot cancel or reschedule.
That sounds good, but what should I do if I get distracted or lose focus during that scheduled time?
Try using the Pomodoro technique. Work on your task for exactly 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After you complete 4 of these cycles, take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes.
Why does this particular technique work so well for so many people?
Your brain can focus much better during short, intense periods rather than trying to concentrate for hours at a time. The regular breaks help keep your mind fresh and prevent mental fatigue. It's like running several short sprints instead of trying to run an entire marathon at full speed.
When during the day should I schedule my most important and difficult work?
You should pay careful attention to your natural energy levels throughout the day. Some people work best early in the morning, while others are more productive in the evening. Always do your hardest, most important work when you feel most energetic and alert.
I'm definitely a morning person who feels most energetic before lunch. I should probably schedule my most important tasks during that time.
That's perfect, Alex. You're already learning to work with your natural rhythms instead of fighting against them. There are many different systems and tools available to help you stay organized and productive. Have you ever tried any specific task management methods or systems?
Not really. I usually just try to remember everything in my head. What would you recommend for someone just starting out?
I suggest trying several different systems to see what feels most natural and comfortable for you. Some people prefer simple paper to-do lists, while others love digital apps like Todoist, Notion, or Google Tasks.
Are there any good traditional methods that don't require technology or smartphones?
Absolutely. Bullet journaling has become very popular in recent years. You use a regular notebook to track tasks, appointments, events, and notes. It's simple, flexible, but extremely effective for staying organized.
What about using technology and apps to save time and be more efficient?
Technology can definitely help you save time. You can set up automatic bill payments, use calendar reminders for important deadlines, sync your tasks across all your devices, and even automate repetitive tasks.
Should I download and use many different productivity apps to cover all my needs?
No, definitely keep it simple. Choose just 1 or 2 tools that work well together and meet most of your needs. Using too many different apps can actually waste more time than they save because you spend time switching between them.
What's most important when choosing productivity tools?
Choose tools that you will actually use consistently. The best system is always the one that you stick with long term, not necessarily the one with the most features.
I have a big problem with getting distracted very easily. How can I stay focused on important tasks?
Start by creating a distraction-free environment around you. Turn off all notifications on your phone and computer. Close unnecessary browser tabs. Put your phone in another room. And tell family or roommates when you need quiet, focused time.
What about internal distractions, like when I start worrying about other things I need to do?
Keep a small notebook right next to you while you work. When other thoughts, ideas, or worries pop into your mind, quickly write them down and then immediately return to your current task. You can deal with those items later during a planned break.
I also have a problem with perfectionism. I spend way too much time trying to make things perfect instead of just finishing them and moving on.
You need to remember that good enough is often actually good enough for most tasks. Set a reasonable time limit for each task and stick to it strictly. You can always come back and improve things later, if it's really necessary.
And what about procrastination? Sometimes I know what I need to do, but I just can't make myself start working.
Try using the 2-minute rule for small tasks. If something takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately instead of putting it off. For bigger tasks, commit to working for just 5 minutes. Often, starting is the absolute hardest part, and once you begin, you'll want to continue.
Why does just starting for 5 minutes help so much?
Because it breaks the mental barrier of getting started. Once you're already working, your brain finds it much easier to keep going than it was to begin in the first place.
How can I tell if my time management strategies are actually working and helping me reach my goals?
You need to set up regular review times to check your progress. Every Sunday evening, spend 15 minutes looking at what you accomplished during that week. Every month, do a deeper review of your progress toward your bigger, long-term goals.
What specific questions should I ask myself during these weekly and monthly reviews?
Ask yourself these important questions. What worked really well this week? What didn't work as planned? What should I do differently next week? Am I actually getting closer to my most important goals? What obstacles did I face, and how can I overcome them better next time?
What should I do if I discover that my current plan isn't working well for me?
Don't be afraid to change your approach. Good time management should be flexible and adaptable. If a particular strategy or system isn't helping you reach your goals, try something completely different. There's no shame in adjusting your methods.
How should I handle unexpected events and emergencies that completely mess up my carefully planned schedule? How should I handle unexpected events and emergencies that completely mess up my carefully planned schedule?
Always build buffer time into your daily schedule. Don't try to plan every single minute of your day. Leave some empty time slots for unexpected tasks, opportunities, phone calls, and small emergencies that might come up.
Should I try to plan everything far in advance, or should I be more spontaneous?
Plan the most important things in advance, but always stay flexible and open to change. Life is unpredictable, and your time management system should be able to adapt and change along with your circumstances.
How can I make good time management a permanent, lasting part of my life instead of just a temporary change?
Focus on building strong habits rather than just completing individual tasks. Habits become automatic after enough repetition, so they don't require willpower or constant decision-making energy to maintain.
How long does it typically take to build a new habit that becomes automatic?
Research shows it varies quite a bit, but most experts say it takes anywhere from 21 to 66 days of consistent practice. The key is to start with something very small and be absolutely consistent. It's much better to do something small every single day than something big just once a week.
What's the best way to start building these important time management habits?
Choose one simple habit and connect it to something you already do every day without thinking about it. For example, you could plan your entire day while drinking your morning coffee, or review your goals while brushing your teeth at night.
How can I stay motivated and keep going when my progress feels very slow?
Make sure to celebrate small wins and victories along the way. When you complete a daily goal or stick to your schedule, take a moment to acknowledge your success. Keep a success journal where you write down at least one thing you accomplished well each day.
What should I do if I have a really bad day and completely fail to follow my plan?
Don't give up or feel guilty. One bad day doesn't ruin all your previous progress. Just start fresh the next day and keep moving forward. Remember that progress toward goals is rarely a perfectly straight line. There will always be ups and downs.
Should I tell other people about my goals and time management plans?
Yes, absolutely. Having accountability partners makes a huge difference in your success. Tell trusted friends or family members about your goals and ask them to check on your progress regularly. Many people find this external accountability very motivating.
Wow, this is a lot of useful information. I feel a bit overwhelmed. Where exactly should I start with all of this?
Start with just one simple thing. Do a complete time audit this week. Just track and record where your time goes without trying to change anything yet. Understanding your current situation is the essential first step.
After I finish the time audit and know where my time goes, what should be my very next step?
Choose your 3 most important long-term goals and make sure they follow the SMART format we discussed. Then schedule one small action for each goal every single day. Start with just 15 to 30 minutes per goal if that's all you can manage.
What's the single most important thing to remember about effective time management?
Time management isn't really about doing more things or being busy all the time. It's about doing the right things that actually move you closer to your most important goals. Quality and focus are much more important than quantity and speed.
Do you have any final advice for someone like me who is just starting this journey?
Be very patient and kind with yourself. Good time management is a valuable skill that takes time to develop properly. Start small, be consistent every day, and don't be afraid to adjust your approach as you learn what works best for your unique personality and lifestyle.
Thank you so much, Sophia. I feel much more confident and excited about managing my time effectively now. You've given me a clear path forward.
You're very welcome, Alex. Remember, the best time management system in the world is the one that you actually use consistently. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today, even if it's just for 5 minutes.
I will definitely start right now. I'm going to begin my time audit immediately and start tracking where my time goes.
That's exactly the right spirit, Alex. Good luck with all your goals. I believe you can achieve anything you set your mind to with good time management.